Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of my Dark Souls playthrough. Today we're gonna go after another boss man, I believe. Thankfully, this kind of start out area is kind of a low level area, which is why I can kind of poke these enemies with a rapier and be done with them. I can't remember if I filmed myself traversing the catacombs previously, but I have been through here and killed all of the necromancers that cause all the there's gonna be a lot of me failing to parry these guys. They've got for some reason I really struggle with reading their attack pattern, their moves. And end up struggling a fair bit with them. But yeah, I've been through this area previously and poked them a lot. I got my maggot helmet on. I actually think I might be kind of wasting my time slightly by even traversing this area, as I believe I can warp to Bonfire in the Depths. See the huge delay on that swing. It's incredibly difficult to read what they're going to attempt. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time going through every single bit if I don't have to. Is that a fog gate there? It's not a fog gate, I think there's a graphical error. But as you can hear, there are enemies kind of dropping beneath me. I don't think I can get around that way. Let's have a look down here. I can go this way. Shall I use the bonfire here? Or shall I carry on? I use the bonfire here just for safety's sake. And what I can actually do whilst I'm at it is just see if the warp is available. The warp is available. I'm wondering if I should take the warp or not. I think I will take the warp. I'm pretty sure I've explored these areas in previous episodes. I hope I have. So this is where the sunlight maggot really comes in handy, because this area is pretty much pitch black otherwise. And there are some pretty deadly enemies. In fact, what I'll do is I'm going to equip the Silver Knight Shield, which is going to give me Fat Roll. Let's see what I can do about getting rid of Fat Roll. I'm probably going to have to wear the leather armor. Yeah, okay, so I've gotten rid of my Fat Roll. Let's see if I can put my gauntlets back on. Yeah, okay. So this is Pate. Pate, normally he's not that glowy, but Pate normally appears up in the catacombs area and tries to kill you by activating a trap switch, which rotates a walkway that you're crossing a bridge that you're crossing and flips you off it. For some reason, he just wasn't there on my playthrough. What's your problem? Take a peep in the hole and check out that treasure. Yeah, so he's talking about, he's saying that there's some treasure down below and that I should check it out. And basically, he's not a trustworthy guy. I don't know if that's been made obvious already, but yeah, he's not a trustworthy fellow. There's some bad peeps down here. These guys are pretty deadly. I'm not sure if I can get them with a lightning spear. I could just go for it. Oh shit. Hope for the best. So, I feel I may have gotten quite lucky there by just mashing like a madman. That, and I also, shit. Oh, there's loads of them, and I'm aggroing them all. This is, yeah, that was my own fault. I kind of, fucked about too much, and just kind of didn't understand my surroundings properly, and ended up paying for it. Everyone's getting a bit, crazy down here. I'm gonna try something that might be a bit silly. So far so good. Although as we saw before... Okay, so we're alright. So as we can see, we've got a petrified smith down here. And a corpse that is got a soul of a brave warrior. Okay, so all these guys were protecting a large divine ember. Where is it? A large divine ember. Ember required for weapon ascension. Large divine ember of secret church rites, intended for select divine blacksmiths. Ascends +5 divine weapon. Allows reinforcement to +10. On par with the very weapons of the gods. So that ember is good for holy weapons, which are actually good against a lot of enemy types. And I normally used to play this game by getting +10 holy weapons, or divine weapons, not holy. I don't think I read the item for Rite of Kindling. I read the item description. This secret rite allows bonfires to be bolstered with further kindling so that even more Estus can be collected. Kindling was a sacred rite passed down among clerics, but all undead can imitate the process, in the same manner that they restore their hollowing with humanity. How peculiar that humans had found little use for humanity until they turned undead. Yes. Let's put my shield back on. There are some items scattered around that I'd like to hoover up, but this is quite a tricky area to traverse. This is kind of this is the way that you would exit. Wrong weapon. Oh, that's perfect for me. So there's another guy opposite me there that I'm not sure if I can even get to him. The reason I'm going back up is because there are items to be collected. Although it is just a soul, I better heal up before I drop down here, just to be safe. This is quite a high drop, and then we'll climb up again. The reason I'm climbing up again is because when you descend into the Tomb of Giants, there are other areas like that one there, where you can drop down and collect items. Off he goes. That's the wrong button, although it doesn't seem like he died. I'm not certain if you can parry the giants. I think you might be able to, but I'm not certain. So what this has done is it has gotten us back to the area where we fought that masked enemy and got the Rite of Kindling in this giant coffin. So what I want to do is retrace my steps in descending, but keeping an eye open for areas where I can drop down and collect items from kind of balcony type edges, like this one for example, where I believe there was one. There are these are the pebbles that I collected before going into the so this shield has quite nice stability, as you can see. That's why I've got it equipped. It's heavy, but for me the Silver Knight shield is probably the best quality shield in the game. Sorry, I'm trying not to speak because there are some kids outside that are making a bit of noise, but the microphone is triggered by sound input at close range, so shouldn't pick up sounds from further ranges. Where's that ladder? Oh, that's where I came out. So I'm kind of hesitant to slide down here because there is a item that I'm missing. It might be somewhere around here. I believe it's just one single item that I'm kind of on the hunt for at the moment, but because once I slide down here, obviously that's that. But it is, the item should really kind of light up in the dark, but I'm not seeing anything. I can see a set of eyes glowing down there. Not that I can lock onto it, but there's definitely someone down there. Okay, not much choice really. I guess I'm going down again. Shoop. Oh dear. Luckily these guys aren't... oh shit. I did have my shield up then, that's quite annoying. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Okay. Let's drink up. Also there's obviously an archer constantly taking shots at me. But the shield is 100% defense and good stability, so my stamina isn't reduced too greatly by the arrow attacks. And then at this point, they're unable to hit me. See, there's the bonfire. And then this must be the next coffin lid that you slide down, but I cannot for the life of me see where this item is. Okay, so I guess that's how you do it. And all that for a bloomin' humanity. Crikey. Hey. Crikey. Okay, well, it's done now. And I can rest at the bonfire. That only gives me 5 Estus. So what I'm gonna do is boost this one up. I'm not sure. There is another bonfire further down. But in fact, I won't kindle this bonfire just yet because I believe there is another bonfire further down. And obviously we're on our way to fight a boss, so we'd like to get as many Estus as we can. Oh, you think you're so fucking clever, don't you? Yeah, okay, cool, treasure. Whatever. So obviously this is a trap. Let's take a look then, shall we? Oh look, there is actually treasure down there. But it was... You got what you deserve. You damn clerics. You're worse than maggots. You must be loaded. I'll strip your corpse clean. So yeah, he's an arsehole. A massive dickhead. So we've got some large souls of proud knights and a skull lantern that you would use if you didn't have the sunlight maggot like I do. So normally, so we can hear we've got some enemies to deal with here, but they're not too bad, as you can see with the buffed rapier. These enemies drop items, but I can't remember which items it is that they drop. I think it's like white titanite chunks. It's one of these items that you want to try and farm. Hey, don't do that. So these are the clerics from earlier that were protecting that maiden on her pilgrimage. Obviously they were hollow, if you saw by their faces, and they were attacking me indiscriminately. And if you look here, we have Rhea Thorland. I did. Vince and Nico. replenishment miracle. What are you doing down here? So she's just saying thank you. She's not really discussing the fact that she's down here. Probably Patches, in the same way that he mistook me for a cleric and kicked me down here for me to die and then loot my body later. Perhaps he'd done the same thing with their group. Yeah, so she's just gonna hang out down there, I guess. The rapier significantly less impactful without the buffs. However, not of much consequence. White Titanite chunks, okay, so you can farm these enemies for white Titanite chunks if you're patient enough. And then we escaped through here. There's normally an invisible wall here. That's the tomb where I collected the large divine ember. So let's go and have a word with our little friend Pate that kicked us off the edge, shall we? Hey, remember me? No. You love Caesar. Okay, so he is aggroing. This is new to me. Maybe it's because I didn't get an encounter with him previously, but he's normally he begs for forgiveness, and you can get him, unlock him as a merchant. And kind of, do you know, I'm quite happy actually for humanities, so he's obviously been busy killing people. And a crescent axe, to be honest, he's a cunt. So yeah, fuck him. I'm happy with that. Happy with ending his miserable life. As we prepare to oh, lucky. So as you can see, all the areas interconnect. Oh shit. These guys are quite brutal. They do this kind of lunging attack that has repeating hits. One-on-one should be okay. Plus they seem to die from 2 hits. Oh, sorry. They seem to die from 2 hits, which is good. Because you don't want to really get caught in a brawl with them for too long. Potion up. And proceed onwards through this white fog gate. I hear, you might not be able to hear it, but I can hear the sound of armored leggings. Whoops, too slow. There we go. Oh, unlucky. Oh, I still managed to get it just in time. So obviously not an ideal location here. I want to stay so. My visibility is not great with this pillar in the way. So, this is a Black Knight. They're more powerful than the Silver Knights. Oh, White Titanite chunk. Didn't drop any Black Knight equipment. Oh, look at that down there. They are They used to terrify me. So I'm gonna avoid these fellas for now. We've got an item here. Soul of a Brave Warrior. Now, I might be wrong, but I feel like there's a bit you can drop off around here okay. But you can drop off here. I don't want to drop down there. There is a path, and I believe it... Oh, sugar. It leads you to the, silver... I think the silver covetous serpent ring. But... effigy shield. Oh, interesting. Let's take a look at that. I believe this is a competition designer shield. Member of the public designed this shield. Frightful occult shield defends against divine weapons and lightning in an ill-fated plot to destroy the very gods. The followers of the occult once attempted to steal the power of Gravelord Nito, the first of the dead. Can't really see it in the dark. The light's coming from behind it, so see the back of the shield fine. But yeah, so weird shape. No, the design on the front is good, but they didn't really flesh out the physical dimensions of it very well. So yeah, someone wanted to destroy the gods and created equipment that was resistant to lightning damage, which is the type of damage that... Oh, I'm so glad they die with 2 hits. I think my main memories of this area is... I'm sure you can drop off there. My main memories of this area is fighting these guys on like New Game Plus, whatever, which was significantly more difficult to kind of leverage any success. I can see this little bit sticking up there. That's where I dropped down before, isn't it? I think I might risk it and just die, because I'm sure you can drop down somewhere to get the... Fuck it. Shall I just do it? I'm gonna do it. Oh, Jesus. That wasn't right. That's the path I went down before. Yeah, I feel a lot better. That's what I need to drop down to. I feel a lot better being able to kill these guys in 2 hits. That's fine, buddy. You keep coming at me. I don't really want to follow you down to where you're trying to go, because... Oh no, it's just you. And these guys stagger, because the Claymore's poise damage, which is lovely. So there's that item up there, which I can't get to from here, but I can. There's a platform there, so I need to figure out how to drop down onto that platform. Is it here? It is. No, this is incorrect. It's here, so I need to go up another level. I think they intentionally make it too dark to see properly. So it's here somewhere. Now let's try dropping off. No, that's incorrect. So if I was to drop off there. So right around to the side. Oh, it's very difficult to make sense of. And it's this dark. So it's like, I feel like that's just death though. Hang on, let's try something. This probably won't work. Because you don't throw them far enough ahead. Okay. Whew. Blimey. Alright. So that is the correct way to use the prism stones. I know there's a trap here. Where is it? There's a trap. I know there. There we go. Oh my god. I did not know there were that many. Please be. Whew. Now that was one hell of a trap. Okie dokie. Can't believe these guys just drop chunks like that. This is the covetous silver serpent ring. The covetous silver serpent ring increases soul drop. So the gold boosts item discovery, and the silver grants you additional souls absorbed for each kill. The serpent is an imperfect dragon and symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey, even larger than itself, has led to an association with gluttony. The silver ring, engraved with the serpent, rewards its wearer with additional souls for each kill. So yeah, this theme of gluttony, and there's a soul down there. Can I wonder. I can. Okay. So let's continue to descend. That's ascension. I want some descension. Got an item in here, which is another white type nutchunk, so it's really going for the old divine. You know, it's telling us to go for it. Oh shit. That's the attack you need to worry about most, is that kind of forward flurry of attacks. Obviously there's a second one here, so... Oh, there's 3. But we can aggro them individually. Okay, so yeah, not too bad if you're able to do a decent amount of damage to them. But yeah, that forward diving flurry, when he does multiple ones, will, I'm pretty sure, unless you were holding up a shield like Havel's shield, it would probably just break through all of your boys and knock you down. Okay, so that looks like progression. We've got an item down here. Now, of course, we have to be careful because there is a bonfire coming up soon, but once that bonfire is activated, obviously all of these enemies will respawn. So let's take a look around here. And down here, I believe is where the item is. Soul of a brave warrior. Where's this bonfire, eh? I'm sure there's another bonfire around here somewhere. I've got a ladder that leads down there. And as you can see, we have the Great Hollow, an ash lake, and a weird floating item down there. I'll keep descending for the moment, but there should be a bonfire around here somewhere that I appear to be missing. Yeah, that's gonna lead me down to the boss room. There is a bonfire. It might be a hidden bonfire. Oh, a secret bonfire hidden around here somewhere. Luckily I've cleared out all the enemies for the time being, so don't need to worry about suddenly getting attacked. The only thing is, if there is a bonfire back around here somewhere, it does mean that I'll have to get past those 3 guys all kind of ganged up. Sit here in order to proceed, but I do need is it here? Oh, it is here. I do need to use the bonfire because I'm out of Estus. I want to reverse my hollowing. Yay. And I want to kindle this bonfire. Get more Estus flask uses. I'm wondering if I want to kindle it to 20 or 15 is enough. I'll just leave it at 15 for now. 15 seems like a lot. And like if you've played Dark Souls, if you've played Dark Souls 2 before, you might think, wow, 15 is like 20 Estus flask uses is insane. But there are no, there aren't any kind of healing items. Like you get loads of items that can heal you, like Estus flask would. Obviously I've aggroed these guys, but I don't think they'll follow me this way. So we head onwards. And I believe being in... Oh, you bastard. I'll get you later. Yeah, Paladin Leroy, the guy who helped me to defeat the holder of the Right of Kindling, is now an invader for some reason. And wants to kill me. Which I'm not having, obviously. But Paladin Leroy, who once helped us, is now attacking us. And we got a soft humanity, and 2 humanities, and his weapon, Grant, and his shield, Sanctus. So let's take a look at his weapon and his shield. See if we can figure out from the descriptions why he would want to attack us. This is a weapon that does divine or holy damage and has A scaling with faith, which is pretty amazing, and B scaling with strength, so it's a really good weapon for a strength faith build. A legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted to an undead paladin long ago. So it's a weapon of the Way of White, the Church of Thorland, which is Rhea of Thorland, who we just rescued. This mass of iron can only be lifted by those with inhuman strength, but it is blessed and very effective against Agents of Dark. for some reason he was invading and defending the entrance to the area that leads up to the first of the dead, Lord Nito, which obviously is quite strange that he'd want to do that. This is Sanctus, his shield, which requires 18 faith to wield, has worse stats all around, more durability, and is lighter. But aside from that, has pretty shield. But another legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted to an undead paladin long ago, which must be Leroy, once blessed with the protection of a white flame, but its power has all but faded, so that it provides only slight HP recovery. So I assume that the implication there is that this shield would have at one point given massive health recovery over time, and now only gives slight health recovery. Not a weapon that interests me. A shield that interests me. It looks quite nice. I don't think it looks great. I think it might have been another one of those competition design winner items. Could be in trouble here. Another Titanite chunk, so obviously this area great for harvesting divine weapon upgrade materials. There's another one behind me. So just need to be careful of that. As you can see, there's an archer up ahead. It's kind of being quite spammy, which is pretty annoying because there's not really anywhere to run. So I just kind of had to eat those shots. And then there's this guy. Who, his main job is that you would run for the ranged attack guy, and this guy would physically kick you off of this cliff to your death. It's happened to me before. It's not fun. Okay, here we go. Skeletons everywhere, and these enemies that are firing blasts of magic at me. Feel free to enjoy the surroundings, or the visuals of the surroundings, as much as you can whilst I proceed through this area. So these are like the pinwheel that I fought earlier. There's also these little babies down on the floor here. Baby skeletons. And basically, the danger here is being overwhelmed, obviously, by numerous enemies and not being able to kind of maintain safety and just getting kind of whittled away by the sheer volume of enemies. These are quite disturbing. All these skeletons are praying at this entrance. Wonder what that is, you know. I wonder. So these guys cheese you with ranged spell attacks while the little fellas try and come up and kind of grab you, little ankle biters. There's a couple more of them knocking about. We'll proceed down here. I believe this is a white titanite slab. Yeah, so that's the material you need to upgrade a holy or a divine weapon to max. We'll just let you do that, and then I'll finish you off. And try not to get caught by this little gang. And let's finish you all off. So yeah, we want to be careful of these little fellas because, I mean, they do seem like they're small and insignificant, but when there's this many, you can get yourself in real trouble. And they spawn forever. I don't know if there's supposed to be a lore implication behind the fact that they are dead or undead. These little skeleton babies, like they're newborn skeletons, and they cause bleeding to you, status effect. But I don't know if there's any lore implication behind the fact that Nito is the first of the dead, and that these dead spawn or grow or are created or born in this area, but that is what they do. They are continuously and kind of infinitely spawning, and I believe they do drop humanity eventually. Obviously, you can see they didn't drop any for me. Yeah, so it is time to prepare ourselves for some more cheesy antics, which, you know, I love. Okay, I think I'm ready. This is a bit of a massively cheap boss battle, in one aspect at least, in that you have to take huge fall damage in order to even get to the boss fight. Bang! It's like a third or a quarter. So, I think in an earlier video I actually came down here and joined the Covenant to gain a weapon, but this is possibly my favourite boss design. It's a design that's kind of been done in other things, but I feel like the visual execution of this design is the best I've seen. So let's drink up. And let's get pumped up. Shit, we do have to watch out for that. And let's buff up. So we should have Gravelord Nito here. Oh shit, he got me. Is he gonna kill me? This could very well kill me. Looks close. And do you know what? That's probably the second time I've ever died in a boss fight with Gravelord Nito. So let's do that again. Hello again, everyone. And here we are. We'll skip that. Try and get my souls back. Try and do power within. God, the tracking on that is unbelievably, harsh. Okay, so I need to heal. And I need to buff. And I need to two-hand. Thing is, I am hitting these guys so much. Okay, so you're just gonna bring him back, so fuck you. Time to die. No love. Okay. You had your chance to be cool. You know, to play fair, but you wanted to use ads. So now your ads are dead. And you are dead. And I have your Lord's soul. And the souls that you dropped during the fight. And here's Paladin Leroy's equipment. Interestingly, his dead body in Gravelord Nito's room. So, in actual fact, thinking about it, Gravelord Nito being the kind of king of the dead, or the lord of the undead. Dead. It is not beyond the realms of reality that Paladin Leroy actually came to, on his pilgrimage to defeat Gravelord Nito, and during his endeavors was killed, hence his body and armor being here, and once being dead, was then the servant of the Lord of Death, or slave of the Lord of Death, and slave to his will. It's a possibility. Okay, so we'll get 50 on the faith. Bang. There we go. So that is 3 Lord Souls down and 1 to go. Which means that the next area that we traverse will quite likely be the DLC area, unless there's something I'm missing, which I don't think there is. So this is heavy gear, but is high quality. Helm of Leroy, Paladin of the Catacombs. Paladin of the Catacombs, it says. Interesting. Long ago, the Way of White produced its first undead, a paladin in golden armor. So he's the first undead of the Way of White. With the legendary treasures Grant and Sanctus, Leroy set out for Lordran, land of the gods, in the first undead mission of the Way of White. Interesting. Paladin Leroy's equipment is very, very heavy. It looks pretty cool. It is very heavy though. Not really for me. I'm really pushing it with the Knight's gear, to be fair. 6.2. See, I wear gauntlets that weigh 1.8. Well, I still have fat roll, interestingly. What do I have? Or maybe it's because I'm wearing the elite knight armor. That's why. Okay, so let's do one more thing first. Let's go to the Undead Parish. If you remember, I rescued Rhea of Thorland. In fact, I think it might be better if I do this next time. So instead, I will say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And goodbye for now. I'll see you all next time.